Today I'm going to be telling you about the key things to consider when constructing your fat loss eating plan. That's coming up. Hi there, my name's Albert Aldridge, your qualified nutrition coach, and before we carry on with this video, I want to invite you to click the first link in the YouTube description, and I've got available for you a free weight loss calorie calculator. This is a free ebook I've made for those interested in losing fat, not purely just losing weight, but losing fat so you can achieve a really lean, toned physique around your current lifestyle. So it basically makes the diet feel effortless. Within this free ebook, there's a step-by-step guide about how you can calculate the starting calories you need, as well as macronutrients to start losing body fat rather than just losing weight, but losing body fat. There's a six-pack abs workout program if you'd like to get a six-pack. There's some cardiovascular routines if you're bored of just walking or doing some running, you'd like to do something different. You can do them at home and you can do them at the gym. And finally, at the end of the ebook, there's some links to some videos I've made for you which are going to be really helpful when constructing your own nutrition plan. To quickly introduce myself to those of you who are new, my name's Albert Aldridge. I'm a qualified nutrition coach. I create customized diet plans and workout plans for people to help them lose fat around their current lifestyle, and I've helped many people in the past. It's my main interest, and I want to apply nutrition into a sports setting in the future. The YouTube videos I made are designed to educate but entertain people at the same time, but educate them primarily about how to lose fat around their current lifestyle. And plus, I do really fun lean bulk full days of eating, and I document my own journey to eventually and hopefully compete in the CrossFit Games in the future. Now, to move on to the main topic of the video, these are the things you need to consider when constructing your own fat loss eating plan. First thing you need to do, you need to work out the starting calories and starting macronutrients you need to lose body fat. So I'm not talking about drastically cutting your calories. You're going to be working out your maintenance calories and then deducting a certain amount of calories away from that in order to lose body fat and lose weight. You're aiming to lose between 1 and 2 pounds a week, and the step-by-step guide within the free ebook I've got for you is going to help you to work out those starting calories and macronutrients. Second thing you need to do, you can either do this in your head or you can write it down on a piece of paper or put it in on your phone, but identify at least 5 to 7 foods you really enjoy eating. They can be healthy / unhealthy, but I'd recommend having a mixture of both in this list. So 5 to 7 foods you enjoy eating, 5 to 7 foods now that you don't like. Write them both down, put them next to each other, and then identify what needs to be filled. Because within a good fat loss nutrition plan, you need to be having at least 0.8 of a gram to 1 gram of protein per pound of your body weight. And you also need to be getting at least 5 portions of fruit and vegetables per day in order to achieve your minimum micronutrient, vitamin and mineral requirements. So if within these lists that there are lots of fruits and vegetables on the unhealthy list, or there aren't any fruits and vegetables on the foods you enjoy eating, you need to start thinking about what fruits and vegetables do you enjoy so you can at least get 5 portions of fruit and veg a day. If you're somebody who's not used to having any fruits and vegetables, it might be quite difficult to go from 0 portions of fruit and veg a day to 5 portions, so you may need to build this up over a couple of weeks. You will need to push yourself, but if you have to start off by only having 3 a day, that's absolutely fine, because you want to do it gradually, but at the same time you don't want to just slack off and say, oh, I only have to do it gradually, so I'm not going to include any fruits and vegetables in the first week. You do need to push yourself a little bit to eventually having 5 portions of fruit and veg a day. Once you've managed to identify foods you enjoy eating, that's a mixture of complex carbohydrates, some protein sources you're going to be able to get your protein from, although there is still protein within carbohydrates and fats, and you've identified some fruits and vegetables you enjoy eating, you can start constructing your meal plan now. Nearly forgot, and also some fat sources. Think about how often you work in regards to your job and your shift patterns, as well as the utensils you have available, and then you can start thinking about the meal frequency you'd like to do. You may be somebody who works a long shift, you might be like a lorry driver, or you do a lot of putting products into packaging and you have to do them up and then give it to a distributor or something. So you don't have many opportunities to have a meal, so you may want to have, say, 2 larger meals rather than 6 smaller meals throughout the day. But if you find that you can actually concentrate better throughout the day, you may need to think about having some grab and go foods within the diet that you can just have within a minute or two when you're doing a job at the same, so you can eat at the same time as doing the job. But you might be somebody who does have time to eat and will benefit from having a lot more vegetables because you have a larger appetite. So you may need to think about including some foods that are lower in calories per 100 grams, so you can bulk out your meals because you still have time to sit down and eat them and you don't have to have it on the go. Those are some things to think about. And the third and final thing to think about are a few questions. Is there a lot of variety in your diet? How flexible have you been with your eating plan? Are you including a lot of different food items, or are you just choosing 1 and 2 complex carbohydrate sources like porridge, oats and sweet potato? You're just choosing chicken breast and codfish for your lean protein sources, and then you're just using something like peanut butter and olive oil for your fat sources. Are you keeping it very simple, or are you going to include lots of different foods? Plus also make sure you include the fruits and vegetables, obviously. Do you mind? How flexible have you been with your diet? I always say 70 to 80% of the time eat from complex carbohydrate sources, lean protein sources, fruits and vegetables, but then 20 to 30% of the time still include foods in your diet that you do particularly enjoy eating and that are classed as unhealthy, such as chocolate, cakes, biscuits, crisps, and you can include alcohol as well. Do you want to be somebody that goes really strict to start with, so you get your mind set on the challenge of dieting? So you get your mind set onto losing fat because you like to really hyper focus into losing fat, the diet and what you're doing? Or do you want to go really flexible because you're already experienced with how to do flexible dieting using the app called MyFitnessPal to track calories, and you're good at guesstimating calories when eating out? When are you going to do your weigh-in? Let's say a man is eating 2,500 calories a day to lose weight, which is 17,500 calories across the week. You obviously need to weigh yourself in the morning on a given day after having used the bathroom on an empty stomach with no clothes on, so you can get an accurate weigh-in, and you're more likely to be pretty empty at this point, so you can get quite an accurate reading of what your current weight is. But are you going to eat 2,500 calories per day, or are you going to be somebody who reduces your calories per day during the week? So say you're eating actually 2,300 compared to 2,500, which means you'll save an extra 1,000 calories for the weekend because you're more likely to go out to eat at the weekend because you'll be seeing friends and seeing family. Are you going to do it that way by strategically spreading your calories? If you do save more calories to the weekend, then what I recommend you do is not weigh in on the Monday, but weigh in on the Friday before you do the higher calorie days, because the increase in food volume intake will affect the reading on the Monday, and the Friday will give you a good weigh-in reading that's going to give you an idea of where your body is actually currently at weight-wise. Lots of information in this video. I hope you enjoyed it though. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. Let me know if you'd like me to cover any topics in the future. I come out with daily videos at the moment covering common questions when it comes to losing fat, dieting, but I always do a fun lean bulk full day of eating at the weekend, so make sure you stay tuned for that. If you're interested in my online nutrition services, then please make sure you get in contact with me. My email is in the YouTube description as well as a link to my website. Make sure you get that free ebook. Have a great day. See you soon.